Large mashola. Structures like these are very helpful for navigating around a foreign place because they make wonderful landmarks. This man-made canal goes on for miles and diverts water all throughout the region. It even branched off at right angles in some locations. Something like this red and white communications tower would provide an excellent landmark in case you ever got lost, which, incidentally, is not very hard to do. Bridge sign. Pangandaran, Peserta, Didik, and Sentry Baru translates roughly to acceptance of new students. I have no idea how old these steel bridges are, but they always seem safe to cross, which is the most relevant aspect to know about them. As soon as I saw this bus coming, I knew what that meant. He's bigger than any of us, so we yield to him. The problem with that is, what if you don't have a shoulder to pull onto? Anyway, trucks and buses are total road hogs on just about any Indonesian roadway. It always amazes me that you can drive around for hours and hardly see many people. So when you turn down a street and suddenly see throngs of people like this, your mind goes to a dark place. Was there a protest? Somebody get shot? No, as it turns out, just a wedding of sorts. These less traveled roads were full of water because it rained so much on our trip, and because there are no thriving community centers, shops, businesses, schools, etc. There is no justifiable reason to build elaborate and/or maintain pristine roads. But saying that, this road was just ghastly, and it was bumpier than it looked. If I was in charge of naming roads, I'd name this one Hemorrhoid Highway. Having lost one tire on the trip, I was constantly plagued with thoughts of losing another. And so, it was onwards and particularly upwards on our punishing roadway. Cute story. At one point, some enterprising people were repairing the roadway by hand, literally shoveling crushed quarry stone off of a beat-up truck onto the ubiquitous road cracks using antique coal shovels to make these roads somewhat more amenable to travel. And just 100 meters past these volunteer workers, a man stood with a collection plate for donations to this formidable cause. And of course, our driver gave generously some rupiah. Ah, you gotta love it when other people spend my money. There we go, look at this. Oh man. Oh, look. Watch it, Papa. Watch your road. Oh, man. Oh. Typical road in Indonesia. Look at this thing. This would be hard to ride a motorcycle on. Papa. Stay to the right, Papa. To the right, to the right. Oh, Papa, it looked like it washed away. What? Okay, there's a stream down there. Okay. This has got to be the worst road I've ever seen in my life. My God. Jesus Christ. Holy smokes. Dilukasi ini Segera Debangon. In this location very soon. And Periamahan Griya Pangandaran Ida. Beautiful housing in Pangandaran. So I guess this was a billboard advertising the building of beautiful housing somewhere around here soon. But we were in the middle of nowhere. This rising mount looked like something cool to explore, and I would have taken some time to do so until I saw how flooded the rice paddy field had become. This so-called dry season was anything but. It rained nearly every night there on our trip, no matter what part of the country we visited. I'd have been all muddy and worn out trying to get to that mount, so I took photos instead. I guess it was the latent geologist in me beckoning to explore this volcanic anomaly. Not only were these roads potholed and bumpy, they were quite precipitous at times. This is a typical Indonesian stone quarry. Whenever you wonder where all those stones come from for these roadways, it's probably from one of these, what I deem mom and pop quarries. I was positively delighted my 36 power zoom was able to capture these distinctive groove features. Since heavy machinery is few and far between in Indonesia, it's likely these were all hand drilled, possibly blasted, to then separate the hard material. We drove some more and found yet another long abandoned rock quarry. Goa Lanang means Lanang man and Goa cave. I guess man cave? Up to now, this was the only sign we were even remotely close to our final destination. It seems the farther we traveled this single lane road, the more narrower it became. Taking in the lush tropical scenery made it hard to concentrate on our driving. One momentary mistake and we'd be stuck in a ditch. Imagine that awkward phone call. Hello, Ahmed Towing? Can you come tow us? I don't know. Near some rice paddy, I guess. This road was more akin a path and reminded me of a bike trail in a large East Coast park back in the States. On one hilltop, I snapped a pic of the jungle right outside our window. I didn't know it then, but we'd be hiking through miles of this later on in the day. It blows my mind to drive for such a long time, and this is all you see for meager signs of human activity.